So in this program, what we would like to create is OOPS ALV, Object-Oriented Programming ALV, and this we would like to create it with ALV with using standard classes. And what are the standard classes that we are using? CL underscore, GU underscore, custom underscore container, and CL underscore, GU underscore, ALV underscore grid. So these are the standard classes that we are going to make use of into creating this, program.
Sir, we can see the ABAP editor screen.
Okay, so we are using this OOPS concept, Object-Oriented Programming ALV, in making use of a standard table called T001. Okay, so this is the program, this is the table. Based on this table, we created a structure with some 4 fields because we don't want that many fields. So we already have a structure ready here that we prepared. This is ZST T001 display, and then we have the UCARES BTXT or T01 language. These are the fields that we have here. So now we will proceed with the actual program. So AC38, we'll go for T001, create, and in this OOPS ALV for company code details. Actually, this T001 actually stores the company code details. Now, what I'll do here is we'll go ahead with the program, and since we already have a standard structure, there is no need for us to create the structure here in the program. So what are we going to do is we're going to actually go ahead and directly create the program, directly create the internal table and work area. So data IT underscore T001, type standard table of ZST underscore T001. Okay, W underscore T001, type ZST underscore T001. As we all know, for the work area, we need to directly link it with the directly we'll refer to the structure, and for internal table, standard table of is what we'll write. Now here, other than this, the additional 2 things that we are creating here is O underscore CON, that is a container, type ref to CL underscore GUI underscore custom underscore container, and then we have O underscore ALV, type ref to CL underscore GUI underscore ALV underscore grid. So in this, if you double click on the CL underscore GUI underscore custom underscore container, it will take us to that actual standard class. You can just cross verify like this. You can just make sure that it is right. And what you can do is, if you remember only a part of it, let's say you remember only CL underscore GUI and you forgot other things, something like that, then what we can do is we can go to SE24 and check it. Okay, so we can check it from there. You can write CL underscore GUI star, and then you can check in the SE24 and you can find it out. Okay. Anyways, this is something which you want to keep it simple. So I have entered these 2 objects here. One is O underscore C1 and there is O underscore ALV. Now, till here, I'm sure everyone is clear. So we'll go for select options. It's a good practice to always have at least one select option, because if there are too many fields, then to restrict it, it's the best way to restrict them is using the select options. So I'll go for S underscore TGKRS for W underscore T001 hyphen VUKRS. Then we'll go for startup selection. Under this, we'll write call screen 100, starting at 2. Now what will happen if you write the start at 2, and what will happen if I don't write it is, if I don't write starting at 2 or something, if I don't write this and keep a full stop here, then what will happen, we will get a fixed screen which we cannot move here and there, and it will always start from the starting 00 point. Means in the output, this will actually leave 2 spaces on the left, 2 spaces on the top, and it will be good. the screen will be good. Okay, so this is what we have, and now what we'll do is after this we have to click on this 100, and it will actually take us to the screen SA51. So it will directly take us to the SA51, and there you will be having this ALV, and click on this flow logic, and in the flow logic uncomment this modules, and double click on them and create them in the program. Say yes. In the main program you have to select the main program and say yes, and it will be created. Save this back again into the program, double click on this user command and then say yes, and then go for this main program again, and in this we need to write some logic here. But now that we have done this, come back to the screen. Let us finish off all entire work in the SA51. In the SA51 we need to design the page screen where we have to get the data. So for that what we'll do is we'll click on this layout. When we click on this layout, you will get the screen here, and in the screen we'll design two things. One is we'll design a container. For this we have to select the last but one custom container. This is the container, and inside which the ALV will come. So just select that, double click on this, and CONT is the name. Okay, we're writing this name as CONT. Name of that we are writing as CONT, and then we'll click the push button. Push button. I'm writing the push button and writing this as name of the push button is PB1. What should be displayed there is exit and FCT code. This FCT code is very important. See, for this FCT code, whatever we write, it can be anything. It can be anything. Whatever we write.
So we can't see the.
Once the screen is designed, we'll activate this. Click on back button, and then we need to go ahead with. We need to go ahead with this one here, output. In the output we need to write a select statement first. Select those fields, the fields that we have there in the screen, in the structure. So the fields that we have in the structure, I'll just copy that. So these are the fields that we have here. Now we'll be back. I'll write the select statement here. Select statement. These are the fields that we have here. From T001 into table IP underscore T001 here PUCARES in S underscore PUCARES. So we'll go ahead with pattern, adapt objects, say okay, create object O underscore CON, and this is, see, custom container we have to create, right? So first we have to create a custom container. Here we will go for CONT. That's the name of the container that we have given in the screen. So this is what we have to enter here, and then we need to go to the ALV. So we need to create the ALV here. So for ALV, write the pattern. We click on the pattern. We go for all of objects. Say OK. Here we write this ALV grid. Here we'll go for O underscore CON. This is the first one. Then we'll go for, okay, that's it. Create object. So create object, we have all this. See, we have written some import parameters, exceptions and all this, right? So this automatically will get created here. Now what we'll do is we'll go ahead with the pattern again, and in the pattern we'll go for above objects again, and in this we'll go for, so here we have this as O underscore ALV. Then we have this CL underscore G set table. Now here, if you remember set table, it will be done. So we go for set table for first display. Say OK. And here in this we have to actually go ahead with exporting, uncomment exporting, and then we have to create the structure. We have to uncomment the structure, and then we have to go ahead with the structure name. Structure name happens to be ZST underscore T001. Yeah. Then we have to write the internal table name, the internal table where we captured the data. So that was IT underscore T001. That's it. Save, syntax check, activate. So when I started 2 it would be like this. The pop-up will come like this so that you can actually move it. And exit, if you click on exit, exit I didn't write the logic. I forgot to write the logic. So I have to completely come out of this program, come out of this screen. So then I need to write the logic for the exit. Let me write the logic then. Okay, so for exit screen, we need to write the logic here. So for that, we are going to go ahead with the exit command here. Now in this, what we'll do is we'll go ahead with case sy do com in case. In this, when ext leave program. So this will actually enable us to come out of that screen when we see the output. So once we activate, we'll execute this and we get the output, and we can scroll it down. Then if you click on the exit, it will come out of the program. And we can also create a transaction code for this. So let me also create a quickly transaction for this. So SC93, we go to SC93 and create a transaction code for this. So I'm going for SC93 transaction, SC93, and here we'll create a ZPA underscore ALV, ALV1. So we need to select, because this is an executable program, we need to select the second one, say OK, and then here we have to give the program name here. And the program name happens to be ZPA star ALV star or T001 star. You get that. And then save it, the local object, and come out of it. Now when you type ZPA underscore ALV1, say OK, you get this, and if you execute it, you get the output of it. So when you click on exit, you get this. You will be back. Okay, so this is the program here, and I'm uploading this code in the blog here. The blog name is abapeducation.blogspot.com. Let me share this entire program in the blog. SAP OOPS ALV T100. Publish the blog here. Okay, you can access this code from the abapeducation.blogspot.com, and you can actually copy that and start working on it.